Hey guys, here for another tutorial, and this time it's gonna be, I just put up my video, the recreation video about the M7, and a guy asked me, how do you make the flame on it? And I'm gonna show you how to make the flame off of the M7, or the jet thruster, whatever you want to call it. That's what I'm gonna show you to make. It's pretty simple actually. First, all you're gonna need is come into the light and grab a spotlight. If you render this right now, you can't see anything. Alright, now what we're gonna do is if you come in the attributes panel and under general of the spotlight, you come down to type. Click on it, and there's Omni, Spot, Infinite Area, and all these other things. What you're going to change it to is Parallel Spot. And as soon as you change it to Parallel Spot, you can see there's this cylinder now that forms, and it's just changed. And if you go under Shadow, you can change that to anything you want. I'm just going to put Shadow Matte Soft. And under Visible Light, change it Visible because we need to see it. Now when we render it, we get this very faint looking light, flame, whatever. We're gonna fix it up. And since you don't want this to light up your scene, you can click no illumination so that it doesn't affect the lighting in your scene if you want. Not sure if you want that or not, but that's just there. Now, if you come into details, there's inner radius, which is 0, and outer radius. You can lower down the outer radius to like 71, because we don't need it that big. If you want a massive jet thruster, then you can change this, but just for now I'm lowering that down. And then where the real magic happens is in visibility. Alright, when we come in this tab, we see a whole bunch of different settings that we can change, and it says use edge fall off. Edge fall off 50%. You're going to change that to 100%, and it's going to make it more, I guess, like pointy, diffuses more, like it falls off. I can't really explain it, but you can see the difference. If I put 0 fall off, it's going to be a fat, and if you put 100%, it kind of looks more like a flame. Alright. The inner distance is where your flame is going to stay big. It's going to stay like fat. And then you can see there's a new circle here that has formed right here. And you can play with it. I'm going to put it to like 189. And when you render it, it's going to stay full. And then after where it is, it's going to start falling off. The fall off is going to start affecting it. I'm just going to lower that down a bit. So it's like this. Alright. And I'm going to change the outer radius so it's a bit longer. Not too much, but it's a bit longer, so it's longer. Alright. And everything else can stay the same. And if I render it, it'd be like, that doesn't really look that nice. And now what you're going to do is you're going to duplicate your light by either holding Control and dragging down, or Control C, Control V. And you're going to get another light. And with this light, you're going to come in visibility, and you can change all of these settings here. I'm just going to make this one a bit smaller. You're going to want to make it's smaller than your first one though, so just watch out for that. You want to make it so it's not as big as it, like you don't want, you'll see. And after you change all your settings, and you got your settings, change the brightness to 400, and if you look, you're gonna get this big bright part right here now. And actually, I think if I do this, yeah, you can see the bright part grows with your light here, and that's the big bright part in the middle. I'm going to come into details, and I'm just going to lower that down a tiny bit because I don't want it as big as my outer flame. And let's say you didn't want your light, your flame, your jet thruster white. What you can do is, I'm pretty sure you can do it under color, but if it looks better if you come under visibility and there's an option to use gradient, just check that on. I'm going to change mine from a light blue to a darker blue, and we're just gonna copy that, and we're just gonna paste the gradient in there so they're the same. And now when I render it, I get this nice blue flame. Looks like it's thrusting. Ha ha ha. I'm gonna shut up. It's thrusting stuff. Back and forth, back and forth. Anyways, and this is what you get. Let's pretend that that's your jet engine, and it's coming out. The flame is coming out of the jet. So that's basically the tutorial on how to make that flame. I hope you found it useful, RJ Designer, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Peace out.